Hey, me and Matt here, and I'm Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. Hey, me and Matt, this is Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury.
Yeah.
It's another double episode,
Yeah.
as we're going to talk about NXT Great American Bash, and of course, later on, second episode, AEW.
Roode.
Yes. So, first of all, we're going to talk about NXT Great American Bash.
Yeah.
And holy shit, what a show that's gonna be.
Yeah, there's a match on this card that is going to be very interesting. But we'll talk about that more when we get there.
I know that last year was a very good show.
Oh, yeah.
I think that this year they should pretty much do the same, you know.
Hopefully, yeah.
So
Let's see. For the NXT Women's Tag Team titles, you got the champions, Candice LeRae and Andy Hartwell against Io Shirai and Zoe Stark.
yeah, this is interesting. I mean, Zoe Stark has definitely been impressive since her debut.
Yes.
And yeah, they're returning Io Shirai as well.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be an interesting tag team match.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we talked about the way and how much that's a shitty stable name, but I think the Candice LeRae and Andy Hartwell as the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions is interesting so far. I mean, I wouldn't have given them the titles that soon,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is going to be a good match, I'm sure.
Yeah, it should be a good match.
I know that Elo and Zoe don't necessarily like each other. They respect each other. Or so it seems.
I'm not exactly sure where the dislike would be.
Well, I know. Well,
They
that's
respect
what I-
each other for sure, but like, a disliking?
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, that's what I thought I heard from Io, but that could be just me. In that episode, I didn't see the latest episode, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? I hate to say it. I really hate to say it, but honestly, I think the Way's gonna go over.
I have that feeling myself. Here's why. As good as a team as Io and Zoe are, I don't really mind seeing Io in the title picture again, even though it's the women's tag team titles. I just don't know if now is the right time for Zoe Stark.
No, that wouldn't make any sense.
Like, she's had some great matches, and, you know, partnering her with Io is cool, and, you know, really good person to learn from and get experience from. I just don't see a title in her future just yet.
No, yeah, Kyle's right. I don't understand why they would do that right away. And
Yeah.
sometimes they do. They have somebody come in, and then they right away give them the championship. Doesn't make sense to me. And
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work. So, is it going to be a good match? Sure, yes it will.
Yes.
Is Zoe going to be a champion at some point? Of course.
Oh, yeah.
It's not Tuesday. And as far as Elo goes, I mean, yeah, she'll get the NXT Women's title back.
I'm sure she will at some point, yeah.
But, yeah, I just don't see it.
Yeah.
We'll go on to this match. We've got MSK
Yeah.
versus the badass team, Tommaso Ciampa
And Toothless Timmy.
and Toothless Timothy Thatcher.
Yeah, Tim. As creative of a guy as Tommaso is, you know, Toothless Timmy, he may not have been the one to come up with that,
No.
but like, it just goes so well.
Yeah. I mean, the fact of the matter is you've got two teams. You've got two teams that are very good in NXT. We've got MSK. These two guys come over from Impact and they make a name for themselves.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is what you call making a name for yourself in another company.
Yeah.
And these two definitely did it. They won the Dusty Cup. They won the tag team titles. These two guys have been better than ever, and I just don't know where they're going to go from here.
Oh yeah.
Then you've got Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa. Now, these two guys had a good rivalry.
Yes.
They're a good tag team, obviously.
Yeah.
They have the rugged professional wrestler mentality in them,
Yeah.
and the brawler, and whatever you want to call it. This team is gonna be one of the best wrestling tag teams that have happened in WWE for a long time. Now Tommaso Ciampa calls himself a sports entertainer.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's whatever. I just think that these two guys definitely are one of the best tag teams in NXT.
Yeah.
This match is going to be awesome. Now, I know that MSK is doing very well as a tag team championship run,
Yes.
but you know what, on all honesty, and this is no, disrespect to those guys, I think that Timothy Thatcher and Tommaso Ciampa will get the titles on Tuesday. Does this mean that they're not going to have a good rivalry? They should have a good rivalry.
Yes.
Let's go back and forth. Why not? So, I mean, for me, it's gonna be Thatcher and Ciampa.
You know, with MSK finally getting their due, getting the tag title championships, the tag team championships, that they should have gotten millennia ago, when they were in Impact, why they were never Impact Tag Team Champions, blows my fucking mind. Nevertheless, they are in NXT. They're the NXT Tag Team Champions. And I would like to see these guys as Tag Team Champions a little longer. Not taking anything away from Toothless Timmy and the Psycho Killer. As my man Matt here so diligently put it, you got the catch can, or Thatcher's Thatch can style of Timothy Thatcher. You've got the aggressive, in-your-face, no-nonsense guy, wrestler in Tommaso Ciampa. Are they great together? Absolutely. Are they over like a hotcake? Goddamn right they are. Should they be tag team champions? 100%. I would like to see MSK the tag team championships just a little bit longer, and then if you give the titles to Thatcher and Ciampa, go for it by all means. But I'd like to see MSK with the tag titles a little longer.
What?
Now let me talk to ya. You got this match with LA Knight and Cameron Grimes. This is for the $1 Million Championship. But if Cameron Grimes loses, he becomes LA Knight's butler. Oh boy. With them having just done this, call it 6 months ago, maybe a little more, 6 to 8 months ago, I'll call it roughly, with Miro and Chucky T, that went fairly short, which is a really good thing it did, because I think AEW saw how fucking stupid it was, and how it was absolutely going fucking nowhere, and they decided to can the idea. This, I mean, okay, you've got your quintessential antagonist heel in LA Knight. Then you've got the country boy that became a self-made millionaire, I guess, with Cameron Grimes. And, you know, you've got Cameron as a face. Cool. You really put over LA Knight as a heel. Fine. They basically, in NXT, they took LA Knight, how he was in Impact, as Eli Drake, and ramped it up to the next level with how he is now. But, like, I don't get the whole Butler bullshit. Like, come on, really? We're going back to 2005? Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's no benefit from it. Okay, so Cameron's gonna become LA Knight's butler. You're gonna publicly humiliate Cameron Grimes most likely and have him hate it and be all upset and, you know, wanting to get revenge on LA Knight, and it's like, oh, if you lay a hand on me, you lose your job, whatever the fuck. But, like, come on. You're taking the $1 Million Championship that had some prestige when it was first introduced in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, and it never really went too far, and you're just not helping your cause any with this stupid bullshit. Like, okay, you are thrusting LA Knight more as a heel. I'm all for it, I don't give a shit. You give him the $1 Million Championship, he cold cocks $1 Million Man, cool, fine, you know. There's no better way, in my opinion, well, one of the good ways, best ways to get heel heat is to beat up a legend. So he cold cocks $1 Million Man, fine. Why they didn't have $1 Million Man become Cameron Grimes' manager after that, who the fuck knows? Maybe they didn't want to, you know, ruin $1 Million Man's reputation as a heel or whatever the fuck. And, I mean, you have another match for the $1 Million Championship, fine, whatever, but come on. You gotta come up with a better stipulation than this?
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact that I think LA Knight's gonna retain this championship anyways, but, like, fuck me, right in the ass.
Oh, definitely. To quote my friend here, it's nice to see a rose come out of a steaming pile of horse shit.
Rose? There is no fucking rose. It's just a giant, bigger pile of horse shit.
Because you have to understand the fact that you took these two guys from Impact. You had a match for the coveted $1 Million Championship. I can't even fucking talk because it is fucking stupid. You had a match for the $1 Million Championship. Eli Drake, LA Knight, is now the $1 Million Champion. It would have been very fucking cool to have $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase manage Eli Drake.
Oh yeah.
It would have been fan-fucking-tastic, but of course, it all took a big diarrhea dump when you had Eli Drake beat the shit out of Ted DiBiase. So now, you have this match. If LA Knight Eli Drake wins, he has Trevor Lee, Cameron Grimes, I don't give a fuck what you call him, as a butler. And of course, the obvious, if Trevor Lee wins, he is the $1 million champion. So this is absolute bullshit because you don't understand how this, like, you know, because you had Chucky T and Miro do the same fucking thing, and that was stupid, and you're doing this. You want to see Trevor Lee as a butler? Seriously? That makes no fucking sense. And where the fuck do you go from there?
Yeah.
Because I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
This storyline was doing really well until I don't know who brought it up. I don't know why. But you just ruined it. You just ruined what could have been great. So honestly, I hate to say it because I just don't see that either. I want to see Trevor Lee win the fucking title. It beats the obvious. It beats the obvious.
I guess, yeah.
So,
I mean, Cameron Grimes is the $1 million champion. I guess, you know, it's, you know, not really a step up from, you know, the X Division championship, but I mean, you know, it's a championship, I guess.
no.
Yeah, it's supposed to be better. I don't know. Anyway.
Fuck it off.
Exactly.
So now you got this match. You got Adam Cole, baby, versus OReilly. And, you know, you look at the history between these two guys, dating all the way to Ring of Honor, and then, of course, coming into NXT in 2017. And just the fact that, yeah, people don't like them because they came from the Indies, and that's fine. You like what you like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But the fact is, these two had one of the best matches, a non-sanctioned match, and it just doesn't seem good enough.
Yeah.
So now they're having this match. I'm not quite sure where they're gonna go after this,
Yeah.
because I didn't think they could top their last match.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be fucking interesting because these two guys will obviously beat the shit out of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, they can't even stay away from each other.
Oh, I know.
Now, Kyle O'Reilly won their last match.
Yes.
I think it would be pretty interesting if Adam Cole won.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. You have this match, you have this match. You have Kyle O'Reilly win, then you have Adam Cole win this. What's not to say they have another match down the road. I'm not sure what they can do to outdo that,
Yeah.
but there could be a rubber match down the road, I'm not quite sure. It's just that you've already had an awesome match. What are you going to do better in this one? I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, honestly going to say Adam Cole's going to win. Because really, nothing's on the line.
No.
So, it's pretty much even if that's the case. So,
Yeah. I mean, you're right. You know, that unsanctioned match was friggin' awesome. How can they outdo that? Well, this match is just going to be a straight up one-on-one match. You know, I'm sure it'll be a fantastic match, just straight up one-on-one. And say Adam Cole does win, let it stew for a little longer, maybe another month or two, let's say. Then the next NXT event, go, I don't know, steel cage maybe,
Hey,
false count anywhere. you know.
I mean, having it in a steel cage would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have a Hell in a Cell in NXT.
Probably not.
Yeah, so I mean,
there really isn't too much of a way you can, outdo unsanctioned. You could try to at least match it, but like to best that, to do better than that, not easy.
no.
When you got two really awesome wrestlers, and Adam and Kyle, they for sure will pull out all the stops and do all the necessary things to pick up a win, whatever that may be.
Mm-hmm.
Good finding it within the rules, hopefully. But yeah, outdo and top unsanctioned, not gonna be easy if they can do it. You got two talented dudes like that. I'm sure they could. How? Who knows, man, honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna take Adam this one as well. Because,
Yeah.
Kyle won the unsanctioned match. Have Adam win this one. Then if you do a rubber match, if you put a stipulation on it, you kind of figure out where to go from there. I don't really see them, having this straight up one-on-one match at the Great American Bash and then just ending it.
No.
Because that would just be too anticlimactic. So, you have Adam win this one, then you go into, either next month, the next NXT pay-per-view, if you want to call it that, next month, or even the month after, and then, do a really big match to conclude the rivalry, but then, once you finish up that rivalry, do you take Adam Cole and try and put him back in the NXT title picture? Do you do the same with Kyle? Do you have maybe Kyle go for the North American Championship? I would really like to see Bobby and Kyle get together again as a tag team and, maybe go for the NXT tag titles again. I don't know if that'll happen, but it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, outside of Adam Cole going for the NXT Championship again, maybe the North American Championship again, who would you partner him up with to go for the tag titles? I don't know. I don't really know how that dynamic would work. But, there is options. It's just, how do you go about it? What direction do you take it? And, yeah.
Yeah, there's, again, no real reason why they have to continue.
Yeah.
I thought the non-sanctioned match was good enough. However, you look at the trilogy, this is only an example, Undertaker and Triple H.
Yeah.
Now, their first match, Falls Count, actually, a no disqualification match.
Right.
That was cool. WrestleMania 17. WrestleMania 20...
7.
Yeah, was, I think, the same thing, basically. I don't even know.
Yeah, it was either no disqualification or no holds barred or something along those lines. And then, of course, go the following year, 28, the Hell in a Cell match, the end of an era.
So you can have 3 good matches.
Yeah.
And I think these two guys can have that second match a very good match. I just don't know how they can follow that. I honestly don't. It's just kind of weird.
Top your unsanctioned match? Yeah, it's... Can they do it? Yes. How would they do it? I don't know. What stipulation would NXT use? I don't know. But yeah, that's Great American Bash Productions. All wrapped up in a tight little bow. Tight bundle with a bow.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. It's going to be an awesome show to watch. I know that. And one day I broke my camera, so... Play-by-plays are going to have to wait for a while.
Yeah, play-by-plays are temporarily put on hold for a little bit. I'm sure when we watch a pay-per-view on one of the online things
Yeah.
for AEW or Impact, we can for sure do a play-by-play for that. Outside of that, until Matt either gets a new camera or whatever the case may be, that aspect of the play-by-plays are put on hold for now, outside of this location.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Anyways.
Great American Bash done. We'll see you in a little bit for Road Rager.
Stay tuned.
I wonder if that has to do anything, like they came up with the name, like, you know, Road Rage, like getting angry. Anyway, we'll maybe dive a little bit more into that when we get to the prediction video. Anyways,
Yeah.
see you soon.